Yo, what up, niggas? It's your buddy Philko here, reporting live from Budapest, Hungary. All you old school fans, old school people in hip hop, listen up. All the new school people, listen up. I want you both to listen up about this little situation I went through with Crazy Face. Now, for all of those of you who know Crazy Face, you know she's about 20 years old. She's from Russia. She listens to a lot of the new school stuff, and I'm 28. It's quite a bit older if you think about it, and so I'm kind of into the old school stuff. And a while ago, we got into a little conversation about something. I remember she came in one day. She was talking, the room I was in. She was talking something about Queen Bey or something, Queen Bey, and I was like, oh, Queen Bey, not no, because she said Queen Bee, and I was like, oh, I think you mean Queen Bey because there's already a Queen Bee, and she's like, who's Queen Bee? I'm like, well, she's known to a lot of us as the Queen of Rap, whatever, right? So then another day she comes in, this like a week or 2 weeks later, she's like, ah, oh, Phil, who's this Queen of Rap who dropped an album today? And I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, you know this girl, the Queen of Rap. Now, I'm not listening to anything. I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but in my head I said, Lil Kim just made an album? She goes, yeah. And it's terrible. So she plays some of Lil Kim's song. And it's pretty much how I remember it. Kind of monotone, tough guy, kind of trying to sound like a man, kind of trying to sound like Biggie in a way. And I immediately realized something. How much the game has changed. I immediately realized it's changed so much. Because listening to things from back in the 90s, like let's just focus on Lil Kim and Junior Mafia. Listening to the way they rhyme and then comparing it to the way people rhyme now, like Drake and Lil Wayne and all these guys, like it's changed so much. Especially if you listen to the difference between Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj. Lil Kim, her rap style is more, I'm tough, I'll fuck you up and I'll kill you. That's basically her shit when she's rapping. She's basically grabbing her crotch, she's a straight up dude. That's her thing, even though she looks like a wannabe Barbie doll, but that's her thing. And I was used to that. But when you listen to Nicki Minaj rap, she's a better actress. Nicki Minaj is an amazing actress. She knows how to change her tone, she knows how to sing, she knows how to rap slow, rap fast, she knows how to have different emotions in her song. I mean, in a way, she seems more talented than Lil Kim. I gotta admit, she seems more talented than Lil Kim, even though they both have mental problems. She's more talented than Lil Kim. I never realized how dead Lil Kim's rap style was until Crazy Face came in here complaining about it. She sounds like she's dead. She has no energy. Blah, 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 blah. And she's right. But that's what I'm used to, and that's what I like as an old school cat. That's good enough for me. I'm listening for the lyrical content. Nowadays, they don't listen, the young cats, they're not really listening for lyrical content. They're just listening to if it sounds cool. Or maybe if it sounds, if it just sounds different. But they're not looking too much for lyrical content. It's not someone's, oh, this guy said this, this, and that. Last song that came out with great lyrical content was Kendrick Lamar, and he was speaking about on that one song he came out, you guys know it, Control, and that had great lyrical content and it blew the fuck up. But you had great lyrical content in the 90s. It didn't blow up like that because it was more normal to get your lyrics out like that and just be lyrical instead of trying to be cute and funny and shit. You know, one of the greatest lyrical MCs in the 90s who's underrated was Mace. He was on his one song with the Locks. I remember him saying some shit like, oh man, the whole verse was sick. Let me just pick my favorite verse and give it to you guys. It's the one song he was talking about. Yeah, he said, my AK slay gays and spray strays with niggas' names on it. So if you know that rhyme, you know that track. And that whole verse he had was just absolutely sick. And that's not the only difference between the old school and the new school. Another main difference between the old school and the new school now that I'm noticing is that old school dudes were really fucking grimy, gritty, gangster, violent. Not saying it's good, but they were way more likely to live their lyrics. Nowadays we have a bunch of pretty boys who just want to get into fashion, wear skirts and all this stuff, whatever it is they're doing, skinny jeans. And I'm not trying to hate on them. You know, times change, people are different, that's just how it is. Times are different, you understand? I'm not trying to hate on them at all. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. It's just back then, it's like a dude would rap about how he, like DMX, he'll rap about how he does this, does that, sell drugs, this, and that. But when he gets arrested for doing something, it's like, holy shit, why would he do that? You ain't listen to his song? He's dead ass. He's not doing it to entertain you. I mean, well, he's trying to entertain you, but he ain't saying it just to be cool. That's what he's about. He's been getting arrested in and out for how many years? And then that brings me to Lil Kim. I don't know how much of you know a lot about Lil Kim, but her crew, the Junior Mafia, got into a shootout with CNN, Capone Noriega's crew, in front of Hot 97. They saw each other and just started dumping bullets. Like, that's how it was back then. You could really get hurt back then. You could really get hurt. Before Tupac and Biggie got killed, the industry was a place where you could really just get hurt. It was easy for you to get touched. If you were going to talk that shit, you got to get ready to back it up. That's how it was. Nowadays, dudes could talk shit and no one really thinks anything's going to happen. You know, no one's worried about anyone really getting hurt. You know, it's just entertainment. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that's one main difference between then and now. It's a humongous difference. And the only cat that we have that's really, well, there's two of them actually. It's Jay-Z and 50 Cent. The only cats that we really have from old school, like the last one to come out from the old school era was 50 Cent. He still has that shit in him. He's a bully. He's been shot many times. He's not afraid to shoot other people. And he's not afraid to get dudes robbed on stage during Summer Jam. He's the last of that era. And these people can't handle him. They can't handle him. He's a bully. He's always getting sued by somebody. They can't handle this dude. You know what I mean? The Game is one of the toughest dudes in the industry. The Game wouldn't fuck with 50. He'll say a lot of shit, but he knows in the end, every interview he talks about 50, like, except for when he's just extremely mad, he's always like saying something respectful. Because he understands 50 would get at him no matter who you are. 50 would get at him. This is back when they did have beef. Like, everybody understands that 50 is a gangster. He's a bully. He's the last from that era. Once he's gone, it's just whoever does whatever. You know what I mean? There's no check. There's no check. This is one dude who's business. He's intelligent. He's business smart. He got street smarts. He went to Africa recently. Did a little video there in Africa, helping the kids and stuff. He's done a lot. He's just very fucking talented for one, but he's still a bully at heart. Like, just in case you guys never saw, look up. It's probably on YouTube. It's probably called 50 Cent Pushes Trav, or 50 Cent Pushes Meek Mill's Friend. And that was, Trav is a former G Unit member that 50 Cent had a problem with. He saw him on stage. First thing they would just push him. And then just look at Meek Mill's face. Like, Meek Mill's like, what the and sorry I say Meek Mills sometimes instead of Meek Mill. I just hate saying Meek Mill. It just seems weird. I like Meek Mills. It just feels better to the tongue. No homo. But, you know, it's like they're not ready for it. You know, he's just a straight bully. And I know Lil Kim came out with a new album, but, you know, her time is over. She was the queen, but her time is really over. And it's funny because this girl made fun of her. She said, oh, why is she trying to look white? You know, Crazy Faces make fun of Lil Kim for trying to look white, which is something she's trying to do. You know, she kind of looks like, just like I thought when I saw her. Crazy Face said she looks like Michael Jackson after the surgeries. And she does. Her and Michael Jackson did the same shit. You know, they're buddies. And I guess that's all I really got to say, people. Now, once again, I'm not trying to make fun of the new school. I'm just from the old school. And I just got to admit, I have a little more respect for those old school cats, because most of the times when they rap, they said they did this, they did that, they do this, they do that, they did it. They really did it. They weren't trying to be cool. They weren't trying to just follow the culture. It was actually them. You know, you talk shit, you can really get found somewhere. And Suge Knight's kind of from that era too. It's just weird that Suge Knight's getting shot up and all, getting knocked out and all this shit now. He's from that era too, but he's losing his power. I guess ever since Tupac went away, he started getting weak, and everyone stopped fucking with him, started getting weaker and weaker and weaker, because Suge Knight used to be the most feared dude. Even during all this East Coast, West Coast shit, Suge Knight was the most feared dude in hip-hop. The most feared, the most intimidating, the most scary. I remember that shit. Nobody really wanted to fuck with Suge. But now he's getting knocked out on camera. What the fuck? He's getting world starred. That's the one thing that's going in reverse. I don't know what's going on with that. But other than that, people, I am out. See you niggas later.